Hello everyone, it's Georgia Sweeting from Total Telecom and we're back at day 2 of Connected Britain in the XL in London. I'm joined today by Rahul Puri from STL. Rahul, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
How are you enjoying Connected Britain so far?
So far so good. I think we've seen a lot of crowd yesterday. Much higher than I anticipated, to be honest. And the enthusiasm, the interest from the industry, from the telcos, from the customers, from alternates is pretty high, I must say, in this event. So overall, it seems like a very successful event. Congratulations.
Thank you. And so let's kick things off then. So how has the demand for advanced optical fibre solutions evolved, and what are STL doing to address that?
So across Europe, if I may talk about, which includes UK as well, we've seen a pent-up demand over the last 3 years. Definitely, we have seen take up in terms of home passes, which are now close to the north of 60% now. So definitely, in the last 3 years, the demand has gone up almost 3x of what it used to be earlier. And in terms of how we are looking at addressing some of them, clearly is working very closely with our partners, with our customers, trying to evolve solutions which are first time right and easy to deploy, because they obviously help in reducing the man hours, reducing the carbon footprint, doing it faster for them, and also looking at helping them with training in terms of training their people in using those solutions as well. So that's the way we look at the industry shaping up.
Thank you. And then when you're rolling out this infrastructure in Europe, what kind of challenges do you face?
One is clearly the regulatory challenges. It's a very diverse market. There are no standards across Europe per se. So every customer or every telco or large telco have their own challenges or own specs. So how do we bring them all together and make sure that we continue to roll out the way we have to roll out? Secondly, in terms of manpower or skilled manpower, that's been a challenge across the industry. We also see with the inflation rates which are there now in Europe, across Europe, the cost of deployment is also going up. So, and then also how do we make sure we continue to deploy at the pace we all are deploying, but in a more sustainable manner, because sustainability and ESG is something which is of topmost priority, especially in Europe for all of us. So these are some of the challenges. How STL is looking at addressing it clearly is, as I said, by working very closely with our customers, creating solutions which are first time right, easy to deploy, idiot proof, if I may say, and then also helping our customers with training, so that the whole process of deployment is faster and more cost friendly, if I may put it that way. In terms of ESG, obviously building and creating products which are right from the entire value chain point of view are eco-friendly and or probably are more sustainable, and then also bringing down the overall carbon footprint by making sure they are done faster, they don't need to be revisited again later. So these are some of the things we are doing closely with our customers and partners in the region.
Great, thank you. And then just moving back onto the UK, there's quite ambitious gigabit broadband plans. How are you STL helping the deployment of that?
So UK has ramped up the fibre to the home penetration pretty much in the last few years, I would say. Obviously, it's been aided very ably by the government projects. It's a very healthy mix between with the telcos and the alternates. So it's almost like 50-50 in terms of what they're doing now. So clearly, UK is now headed towards a 60-70% fibre penetration, which is very healthy, which puts it back amongst the top global leaders in terms of economies. The way the business is shaping up, there are few key elements driving this thing. One, obviously, the work from home, the need for data across the length and breadth of the country, 5G penetration. So all those factors are adding to the overall demand and in the UK market. And clearly, from our point of view, we are, as I said earlier, working very closely with almost all the key customers we have in UK. We are the leading suppliers of fibre optic solutions to our customers, working with them in creating innovative solutions which are, as I said, very easy to deploy, faster to deploy, and obviously helping them in solve some of the challenges they may face in their network deployment. Also, as I said earlier, helping them train their teams so that they can do it first time right and faster. So that's something we do have at STL Academy, which masters the art of deploying networks. So we are sharing a lot of knowledge there with our customers. and then doing it all in a very sustainable manner. So that's again, we are at the forefront in terms of sustainability and ESG compliance. So that's the way we are helping our customers in UK here.
Yeah, and thank you. And just touching on that last point that you made about sustainability, how do you integrate sustainability into STL's practices?
Very good question. It's ingrained very strongly in our ethos. Whatever we do, in fact, we cautiously took a decision of probably 5-6 years ago where we thought we'll try and be the industry leaders in terms of ESG and being eco-friendly. Today, all our plants in India and in Europe are zero waste to landfill. They are all zero water discharge. Again, one of the leaders. In terms of eco-wadis, we are at the 92 percentile of our sustainable practices. So clearly, we are doing all of that. We are on target to be carbon neutral before 2030. That's something, again, which is very, very important. We are already to the north of 30% in terms of our sustainability practices. Our plant in Italy, here in Europe, is producing everything which is green label now. So that's again something which is probably industry leading and something which we're very proud of. That said, it's not just about manufacturing. The ESG starts from right sourcing. So we are looking at where we source our products from or our raw materials from. Are they producing them in a sustainable manner? So we do a lot of backward forward integration on that. Factories in the whole manufacturing process I've just touched upon. And then not just, it doesn't stop there in terms of our packaging. We are working very closely with almost all leading customers in making sure we use multi-packaging, less paper, less cardboard, less wood in our packaging. Also, what gives us a distinct advantage is we are a global manufacturing company with our presence in Europe, in US, in India. So we do not ship everything from one point, so we save a lot of a carbon footprint there.
Rahul, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today, and I hope you have a great few days at Connected Britain.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure talking to you. Have a nice day.